We are back. My next guest tonight is a frequent visitor here, and starting July 19th, you can see him in his one-man show, Jerusalem Syndrome, at the Westbeth Theater Center, right here in New York City. Please welcome Mr. Marc Maron.
God, I love that band.
Yeah.
They're great.
Yeah, it's a good band. That's the best band on TV. It's my money.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm a guitar player myself. I'm the best guitar player in my bedroom.
That's right.
Yeah.
I've seen you play, actually. I sat in with you once.
Brilliant. I've sat in with the greats. Jimi Hendrix, Muddy Waters.
Right.
Right there in my house. Genius. I just saw Rebecca Stamos, and models are so bizarre, aren't they? They're like these weird freaks of nature, aren't they? I mean, I want
she is beautiful in this kind of like, oh my God kind of way.
But they're all like that. I used to live in an apartment.
You're angry about it.
Isn't everybody like that? Isn't everybody? What can you do? You can just sit there and go, oh my, what am I, jeez. You know, but anyways, so, thank you, people.
That's the strangest reaction to a model.
No, but here's what happened. I used to live right across the street from this, like, model dorm. Like, there was all these models that lived in this apartment building.
Right.
I'm serious.
Tell us where this is, please.
Yeah. I'll take you there. No, but like I'd go out there and I'd see like 2 or 3 of them standing in the street, and it'd be that moment. It was almost like seeing like rare animals. I'd be like, oh God, there they are. Shh, don't say anything. You'll scare them. You're gonna scare them. Pull your pants up. Pull your pants up. It's wrong.
Oh, why?
Well, I don't know. I thought that was the right place to go with that. But you know, if you think about it, we all are animals, aren't we? We're just monkeys, Conan. What's the difference between us and monkeys? What? Pants and rules. That's it. And the thumb thing.
We have the thumb.
Right, which is like that the difference there is this and this email. You see, that's the jump. But I mean, we are animals. I mean, come on, it's summer. Have you ever had that moment where you just like, you focus in on an ass and you just go, hear me out, and you just say like, God, my God, why can't I have that right now? You know, if I were any other animal, I could have that right now. But I gotta be human. Rules.
Man, I didn't know you were. You know, you cannot think this way because you are married, my friend.
Yeah, but you know what? There are limitations to that too, my friend.
Well, tell me all about it.
Well, I've been thinking about it.
You're earning points here left and right with the ladies, I'm sure.
Yes. All right. Marriage is not just it's not a ceremony, it's not an institution, it's a capitalist conspiracy designed to keep people in bondage until they create new consumers. Hear me out. You following me? People, stay on this.
Okay.
All right? Because if you think about it, marriage, okay, all the major department stores are involved, right? I know the world's religions are in on it, okay?
Right.
Her parents are like, we're kingpins in it, all right? And, okay. But when you get married, not only do you get a wife, but you get like all these presents, expensive gifts from hundreds of people you don't really know. Right. Who are those people? Are they friends? No, they're parts of the conspiracy, okay? They give you blenders, they give you rugs, they give you flatware. I didn't even know what flatware was until I got married, all right? And if you're a man and you can honestly say, I know what flatware is, you're in too deep, okay? Because what happens is, the reason it's a conspiracy is that they give you those things under the guise of getting started. Right? Here you go, start your home. That's not the reason. The reason is they give them to you so you don't leave, okay? Hear me out. Because within the first couple of years of marriage, you will have an existential moment where you say, oh my, what did I do? I want out. And then you'll have to look around and go, oh, but the rug. And the blender, honey, and I love our forks. I love everything here. I'm not so sure about us. but that'll come and go.
God. Why don't you tell her not to check out the show tonight? That'd be a good idea.
Believe me, I
don't want her to see that thing. You ever just zero in on an ass on the street?
Well, that's just
like
being
it's not
honest.
even attached
what
to
are you
anybody.
Supposed to not look at the ass?
No, but there's decorum.
Well, I mean, I don't walk down the street and go, yay, ass.
Well, okay, good.
You know, you kind of go, oh, and then you hit a certain point with the turn. You're like, oh, that's too far, and then you snap back.
Right. You can sort of start to look, and then you have to look away or pretend you were looking at something
then pretend
else.
Like, oh, I thought I dropped something.
Yes.
I dropped her.
'Cause, you know, I do walk down the street going, yay, ass!
Yeah. I know.
In New York, no one cares what you run down the street shouting.
No, New York's a beautiful freak show.
It is.
You know what happened to me? I was on the train.
Yeah.
I was actually, the other day, I was going downtown, and a guy with no legs got on the train begging for money. So I give him $1, because that's what I allot people with no legs, you know? What? Come on. No, it's right. No legs, $1. Crackhead, quarter. You know? I don't want to deny anybody, but I will judge their need.
Right,
you know?
their level of need.
Right. But here was the weird thing, was that the guy was, you know, walking through the train, you know, on his hands, and people were actually looking at him going, "Poof, yeah, right." I'm like, what reason could you have for not giving a guy with no legs money? Right. Oh, no. He'll just take the money and cut his arms off. I've seen this before. He'll be back tomorrow with one arm. Where does it stop with these people? Not me. I work hard for my money.
So he's just a random ass going to. All right, now the Jerusalem Syndrome. We have to talk about this before we go. This is your
big show.
This is a big show. It's off Broadway now. This
I
is
just
exciting.
said that like I didn't know. Oh, of course, that's a big show that some guy's doing.
Yeah, you're doing it.
Okay. Jerusalem Syndrome is an actual psychological condition that occurs to some people when they travel to the Middle East. Normal people, they get there and they just snap. And they think they're, you know, either a biblical character like Jesus or Moses or Allah, or they think they're in direct communication with God on a one-to-one level, or they think that their being in the Middle East is one of the keys that unlocks the final unfolding, which is Armageddon as we know it. Now, in retrospect, I'm pretty sure I've had this all my life, okay? And what the show is about is just sort of this strange process of me moving through like all these weird spiritual pilgrimages, as I see them, which is like they go from like Jack Kerouac's grave to there was the drug period in Hollywood where God actually talked to me, or so I think. There was...
It just turned out to be some guy named Lou.
Yeah, but he was hiding in the ceiling. All right, there's also like there's a pilgrimage to the Philip Morris factory. And then it ends up in Israel where there's a big confrontation where I'm stuck in between a biblical struggle between good and evil.
When they make the movie, this is going to be amazing.
Yes.
The special effects will be through the roof.
It's unbelievable, man. I fly in it like Peter Pan.
Bring the children. That's what you're saying.
Bring the kids. It'll be fun. There'll be a sing-along afterwards.
The Jerusalem Syndrome is going to be at the West Beth Theater Center in New York City, July 19th through August 26th. Mark, it's always great when you're here. Thanks for doing it.
Great to see you.
Really good. Marc Maron. We'll take a break. Greg Hahn coming up.